where visionaries, entrepreneurs, and artists dream, transform, and create. You are listening to the Miracle Moment podcast, where your breakthrough is a moment away. I'm your host, Ray Irelan. Welcome to another episode of Miracle Moment. I am your host, Ray Irelan. This is a conversation that I've had with so many leaders that I just knew I needed to bring it to Miracle Moment for your ears today. So this is all about how to get your seat at the table of leaders. I know that so often as a leader, we have our own inspirations that we look up to, and maybe they're even friends, and it's like a group of people, and it feels like they're all sitting at this table, and it's like in the dining room, and it's nice. They have all the food, and they are having great conversation, and it's like you're stuck in the kitchen, hearing kind of like the little bits and pieces of the conversation, and you want to be in that room, you want to be at that table, but you just don't know how to get there. So I see this all the time of leaders kind of feeling like they're on the outside of the cool group, or, they don't have their seat there, but they want it and they're working on it and they're working towards it, but it just feels like it's never quite there. If you can relate, this episode is for you. Like I said, I've talked to so many people about this, first on the side of me being that person, of being like, I want a seat at the table. How do I do this? And actually having this conversation with some mentors of mine. And then secondly, having this conversation with many other leaders that I feel are already at the table, and they're telling me they want a seat at the table. So I realized that this is something that happens all the time. And I actually think back to, just being in like first grade and being in elementary school and going to lunch maybe for the first time, having my little food tray and looking around and just thinking, well, I don't even know where to sit. I think this theme comes up continuously throughout our lives. And especially as leaders, it's really important to address it, because we're really not helping and not making as big of an impact by being separate from other leaders. It's when we come together, it's in those masterminds, it's in the conversations, it's in the retreats and these beautiful settings and the conferences and these certain types of rooms that really pull everything together for a whole new reality to be created. As leaders, this is really your job. So first and foremost, if you're feeling this, pull up your chair. Just because there's not an empty chair there doesn't mean there's not room for you. It's actually your job to say, oh, I'm going to get my chair and I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to find the space where I fit in. That is essential. Remember your mission. Remember that you have your unique gifts and why you're here on the planet now. It is to speak up. And so we just need to practice that. And so as much as you can, practice speaking up with clarity, whether this is in those rooms that you want to be in, or if it's in other rooms that you may already feel like you are a leader, you have a very clear seat at that table, then speak up with clarity. Talk slowly and intentionally so people can really hear you. When you do that, that allows you to think bigger and know that what you're saying is resonating with those that are listening. As long as you have the possibility in your mind, what could happen from a conversation, from being a part of a group of leaders, then all you need to do is show up. That's really it. Pull up your chair and show up. If you want to know more about this, or get into an environment where you can hear more of my business tips, then go ahead and join my private Facebook group, where I'll be sharing some of my favorite leadership and entrepreneurial skills, tips, and tricks. So the Facebook group will be in the show notes, the Sacred Sexy Sales group. So talk slower and intentionally. Another thing to practice is to expand your energy outside of your body. So much of what is being conversed through leadership is actually an embodiment experience. It's an energetic experience that you have with someone that is powerful. So how can you become that person? How can you become that person that the people around the table actually quiet to be able to hear what you're going to say? Well, that's going to start in your energy and in your body, in your mindset, in those spaces that are invisible, and then project it out into your physical reality through your body and then through the way that you relate with others. So, powerful tip and trick is to take yourself into a visualization before you pull up your chair to the table. Instead of pulling it up and then feeling insecure while being there, what if you were to take 30 seconds to just visualize what could be possible if all eyes and ears were on you and you clearly, intentionally shared what you wanted to say? How would it feel? Feel that in the moment and then pull your chair up. Be ready and energetically aligned as you get your seat at the table of leaders. Another gift I'm going to give you today, so you can check out the private Facebook group, but I also have an incredible gift that I love doing at the end of the year, and this is called Integrate. The Integrate experience is a journal prompt process that I go through myself at the end of every year. Last year, I shared it for the first time, and so I decided this year I want to share it again. I got such great responses and feedback from it. So it is a journal prompt exercise to really complete this year with a bang. So you can be then stepping up for the next year with that clear slate. I'm also going to be hosting a free masterclass to go along with the Integrate journal guidebook, and that's going to be on Friday, December 30th. If you want to pick up this guidebook for free, if you want to join the masterclass, go ahead and go to www.rayirelan.com/integrate, and we'll have this in the show notes as well. So to finish this off, pull up your chair, figure out what chair you're going to be sitting in. How does it feel? How tall is it? How soft or hard is it? What color is it? Get familiar with your chair and bring it up to that table. Trust me, you and your story is needed to be heard right now in this moment. There's a reason why you're feeling pulled towards being a part of a group of leaders. So listen to that and follow through. I'll see you next time on another Miracle Moment. Thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't yet, so you can stay up to date for new episodes coming out soon. And remember to witness and acknowledge the miracles and magic in every moment. This is Irelan, and I'll see you soon.